Anna here. So we're going to put together the basic Paris handbag die. So I've got the dies here. So what you're going to need is the base, which is this one, and this will make the main part of your handbag die, and then the flap, which makes the top opening, and we're going to need the handle. Now I've cut two of the handle, one of the flap and two of the base. On here you can see that there are other accessories, so you've got this lovely decorative panel, you've got a mat, and you've got some other little bits and bobs on there. So I'll pop the dies to one side. I've got my pieces already cut. Now I'm going to put my tape on first. I'm using a red line tape, but you can use wet glue. It's entirely up to you which you use. The red line tape obviously is faster, but the wet glue works just as well. So I'm just putting tape along this edge and the same on this. Now you can see there are already cut marks in there, so that'll just help your card to just bend around the curve. So I'm just snipping into that tape. The same on this one. Now I'm doing this with 250 GSM cardstock. I wouldn't recommend doing it with a lighter cardstock, just because I think it wouldn't hold as well. It wouldn't hold its shape as well. You could try it with a heavier weight cardstock, that would work. So I just need to pop a little bit of tape onto one of these. So this will be the handle that goes across. And just on to these two little pieces. There and there. So what I'm going to do is tape the handle together first. So I'm just going to overlap those two rectangles, and that gives you a long strap that goes over the top of your bag. I'm going to attach the flap to one of the panels. Make sure it's lined up. And you can sort of reinforce your creases along. So we'll reinforce these creases as well. And you can add extra snips in to this section, just to make it curve a little easier if you want to. And what I'm going to do is do the same on the other side, reinforce that crease and that crease. I'm going to start to stick these two pieces together. So we'll start at this side. We'll line that up to where it starts to curve, and then I'm going to start and curve this around, getting it to line up as well as possible. Like I say, you can always add extra snips in to the card just to make it curve a little bit more, particularly if you're using a thicker cardstock. So that's, make sure we get that lined up nice in there. So that's one side done. And then we're going to start on the other side. Again, we'll start at the top. Get that lined up to the curve. And then you can just take that around. Follow that curve. And then we just need to stick this section. So I'm just adding a little bit of tape onto that bit there. Again onto this side where this little flap is. And then I'm just going to add just a bit of tape onto one side so that when I tuck this in, it will all hold together. Now you don't have to make this up into an actual full handbag. You can actually make a card with this as well by just taping along the top to create a tent fold. I'm just folding that in and just get your fingers inside and just stick that little flap. Same with this side, you can tuck that little flap in there. Stick that. There we go, and just give it a little bit of a press with your fingers inside. So that's the base of the handbag all made up with your flap. Now I'm just going to attach the handle. You can give this a curve with your fingers just to reinforce that curve. Just pop one side on, take it across to the other side and pop it on the other side. Now you can, if you want, use brads in there to just add a little bit more detail, and then obviously you decorate it with your lovely accessories.